That's one thing I hate about college. Everybody wants to date everybody's ex, their little best friends.
I sold feet pics one time, bro. 40 bucks, 2 pics. I said, you know what, why not, dog? Like, hey, that's free money, bro.
Anything you wanna say? Any stress, midterms, or anything overall you just wanna get off your chest?
I don't think we have enough time for that.
Well, the way you started off your question makes me kind of worried on what I'm about to watch.
Today, we're gonna be looking at some wild and outlandish tweets from college kids who are confessing some of their darkest secrets, deepest desires, and embarrassing moments.
I love tea, bro. So let's sip on some tea.
Most of these confessions that you're gonna see are anonymously submitted to a very popular Instagram and Twitter account called College Fessing.
I feel like I've seen most of these because every time I'm on Twitter, I'm like retweeting like every single one.
I'm excited because I feel like everyone's like craziest and stupidest stories and most embarrassing stories are from college. I feel like these are gonna be pretty funny.
I dated this girl for 4 years and we broke up because of uni. A few months later, I found out she transitioned. Does that make me bi if I still want to hook up with him? There's nothing wrong with that. You like what you like.
Sexuality's a spectrum. Education's a spectrum. We're all just living.
By the matter of logic and how that works, I guess, yeah, because they're a guy now.
I could see how they're confused and they want to like get some advice because I don't know.
College is the time to figure stuff out. Explore it. Have fun, be safe, use protection.
They were always that person inside, so go for it. Yeah, I don't know. Why put a label on it? Just go for it. If you like a person, you like a person.
I feel like because it's something that's still taboo in our society to talk about, it's not something you can just like tell to someone because someone may not understand and they may judge you for it instead of like being open and compassionate.
My boyfriend and I agreed that I could start an Instagram page to start selling my feet pictures. Guess who's going to Bora Bora during spring break? Yes.
She's not doing anything wrong. They're just posting pictures of their feet and making money off of it, you know? I wouldn't be able to do it because I feel like it's giving into someone's fetishes and that just like personally makes me feel a little weird, but it's that person's feet. They can do what they want with their feet.
Get that coin. Are you kidding? College is the best time to start an OnlyFans account, and you can quote me on that.
I get weird ass guys in my DMs all the time being like feet pics, and I'm like, yeah, PayPal. I remember this one guy tried paying me like $10,000 for feet pics. Turned out to be a scam, but I didn't send my feet pics, so these boys are safe.
I sold feet pics one time, bro. 40 bucks, 2 pics. I said, you know what, why not, dog? Like, hey, that's free money, bro.
If you had a significant other, would you let them sell feet
I'll
pictures?
take the pictures. We'll model that. Get the lighting, get in that bag. Yo, it's feet pictures, come on.
The pads I bought are scented for some reason, and all I can think is that I literally have scratch and sniff right now. Lewis and Clark College. Lewis and Clark, you know, great discoverers, and she's discovering she got a scratch and sniff vagina.
She didn't have to put all of that on the internet, you know? We didn't have to send that one in. It's okay.
I feel like that's more Finsta material. Like for your friends, not like an anonymous college post.
I mean, I don't know how normal scented pads are as like a product. I feel like there's a market for it. You want to be fresh.
The first thing I said when it said scented pads, I'm like, but is that good for your pH balance? Is that affected at all?
That ain't good for you though. Don't buy scented pads, ladies. When pads have scent on them, it's usually like an artificial chemical that they add to it, and you just don't want that near your hoochie.
There's a lot of like girl things we all like think about or notice, and then there's such a stigma behind like vaginal health because none of us talk about it.
A guy asked me to send nudes, and I accidentally sent them to my English class's Snapchat group chat. Now, every time I walk into class, I get weird looks. Thinking about dropping it, University of Miami, drop it immediately. You've ruined it. Switch schools. Or you gotta own it and send another one.
Oh, University of Miami, that's making a little bit more sense because it's crazy out there. Because when I went to Miami, I don't even want to go back because of the that happened there.
That's like too awkward. You can't even join that group chat anymore. You gotta change schools. It's a mess.
I'd be out so fast. That is so embarrassing.
Please make sure before you click send that you know who you're sending it to, guys. We don't want your nudes. We just don't.
Unless you're getting flack for it from other people, I see no reason to stop. Like, yeah, you get weird looks, but people get over it eventually. It's just the body. Everybody has one.
Personally, I would disown it and be like, I'm the dumb who send everyone nudes. And the best way to like deal with any of these things is to just laugh it off. You know, we live and we learn.
I've been screwed over by so many girls that I've given up completely, and now I only want John Hopkins. Or you may have discovered you were never really that into girls in the first place.
That's exactly how my gay best friend turned out. He was really tired of these girls out here treating him bad, so he went with the dude and he's in a happy relationship.
Like, this isn't him being like, I'm bi, I'm coming out. This is not the way to do that. This is like some dude was like, oh my God, bro, you know what would be so funny if I said I only wanted because these hoes belong in the streets. He's not coming out, he's just being a Chad.
A lot of guys definitely go into college with like the American Pie mindset where it's like, it's all about screwing chicks. And it's like, no, it's not. Make emotional connections.
This is the time to experiment, find out what works, what you like, what you don't like. Maybe he'll like, I don't know, try it. There's only one way to find out.
I don't think it works like that, but I mean, if that's how he wants to feel about it, that's all him. Because I mean, I feel like at that point, that's just more how your suave is, you know what I mean? How you come off to people.
You know what? These girls, they're busy getting their education on. They're gonna be doctors at Johns Hopkins, so maybe just stay in your lane and focus on your own stuff too.
My roommate kicked me out at 2 in the morning so she could cheat on her boyfriend. He found out and broke up with her. Now me and him are dating and IDK had to break it to her. Why do you gotta tell her?
So they're just living together, and you can think your roommate's a and if you like the guy and the roommate screwed him over, you're not a bad guy for liking the guy.
I mean, all power to her. If her friend was cheating on him, she didn't really like him that much. It shouldn't be that big of a deal that she's dating him, you know? It shouldn't be that big of a problem.
I wouldn't feel too bad for dating someone if she's not your friend. Free game.
Yes, her roommate is cheating, but like, there is so many men on this planet. That's one thing I hate about college. Everybody wants to date everybody's ex, their little best friends, their guy friends. Like, it's too small of a community that like, it drives you insane.
People find love in the strangest place. Maybe them too, maybe she needed to cheat on him so that they would find each other, but a messy start is a messy ending.
What, you gonna let that simmer? And like, let's say 2 months in, she walks in and you your ex-boyfriend, like, what are you gonna say then? No, it's better to just be like, right away, like, hey, I've always thought Chad was hot, and now he's my Chad, not your Chad.
This weekend, I wore the same underwear 4 times because I didn't have time to do laundry. That's sketchy. If I were to ever run out, I have a backup set ready to go whenever I need it.
Let's zoom in to where this school is at. Arizona State University, they're not. ASU sucks. Bear down, of course, because that's my rival school. But that's dirty. I know something ain't smelling right down there.
If you don't have time to do your laundry, just run to Target. There's Targets in Arizona, I know.
I don't think 4 days is that long. Probably just because I'm nasty, but I don't think 4 days is that long.
You can do that. You have to wear it front and then back, then turn it inside out front, and then inside out back. It's exactly 4 times. There's an equation for it.
See, I do it during the summer because I wear reversible bikini bottoms. So sometimes I'll just like give them a little, actually no, that's not even an excuse. I'm just nasty, but that's even more nasty. I've never done it 4 days in a row.
One of my old college roommates, he never did his laundry. He poured all his dirty laundry on his bed, fell asleep on his bed one day, and then he woke up with pink eye. That's a true story. He woke up the next morning, he looked at me, and he goes, I don't know what happened. And I was like, I do.
I have been with my girlfriend for 8 months, but I've secretly been sucking on other girls' toes every weekend because my girlfriend doesn't like foot fetishes. Yikes.
I mean, I think foot fetishes are very normal. I don't have the statistics, but I'm pretty sure there are millions upon millions of videos on the internet. I have a wiki feed page. It's very exciting. Get me to 5 stars.
You know what? That's equivalent to sucking on a. If that's what you're into, it's equivalent, and that's cheating.
It's one thing to have a foot fetish. It's another thing to not be able to like contain it to the point where you're like technically cheating on your girlfriend by sucking on other people's toes. You're toe cheating. That's not okay.
Fetishes imply pleasure, and if you're seeking pleasure from other people, unless like your girlfriend is okay with it and it's something you guys talk through with it, it is like a bit of, you know, undermining like the whole relationship.
I don't know, this guy's already looking for something else and she's not okay with it, you know, maybe just, my advice is just break it off, man.
Bro, just get a new girlfriend. Like, there's a fish in the sea for everybody. If your foot fetish is that strong that you have to go to other girls to get it done, date one of those other girls.
These are all confessions from the popular anonymous Instagram and Twitter page, College Fessing. They claim to be the #1 college confession site, allowing users to submit anonymous confessions via a link on their page. Why do you think that people would feel comfortable confessing these things that you wouldn't really even tell your best friend sometimes, yet they somehow boast proudly to the entire internet?
I mean, I think anonymous definitely helps, but there's also kind of the communal aspect of like everyone's embarrassed together. You want to be a part of it almost.
If you're like, this is so embarrassing, but from an outside perspective, this is hilarious, if you could put it out there anonymously, that's a win-win.
This is a way that they could talk to someone without feeling judged, and they could see if it's relatable by going through all the comments or the likes. I haven't sucked on that many toes, but I'm sure there's someone out there that's had that happen.
However, these sites often receive a lot of criticism from many because of how quickly it can get out of hand. So would you agree with that? And do you think that there's a way that this could go too far? Or is it mostly all in good fun and can serve as a purpose to kind of get something off your chest?
I mean, I would say for like this IG account, like right now it seems like it's fine and like it wouldn't get out of hand because, you know, no names are being dropped and obviously the account isn't exposing the people who send it in.
What if someone hacks that account and immediately just starts dispersing all of the information out to those college campuses, to those like schools? That's gonna cause problems. But like I said, I mean, it's like, I think it's all fun and games until it reaches that point.
So for apps like Yik Yak, it was like you could post anything and it would just automatically be put up. Versus like this as like an Instagram account or like a Twitter account where you're taking submissions and they're reading through it and posting what they think is appropriate. It's more like it gets out of control when there isn't like a moderation system like Yik Yak.
So as we mentioned, these accounts have amassed millions of followers, so clearly people seem to really enjoy reading these. You are probably one of them that likes these. So why do you think people enjoy reading these so much?
Again, I think it's just seeing how other people live. We're also interested on like what other people do and how they're doing it.
It's just funny. Like it helps me like laugh it through. Like I said, you can either cry about what's happening in your life or you can laugh about it, and I prefer to laugh about it.
Like just to think like people my age going to schools like me are experiencing these things, like wow, my life's going great. Like this girlfriend's boyfriend is cheating on her by sucking someone else's toes. My relationship is going strong.
Finally, before you go, you're in a safe place. The internet.
No, I'm not. The internet is never a safe place. Once it's on the internet, it stays on the internet.
Well, since we're here, is there anything you'd like to get off your chest?
How do you know none of those confessions were mine? Maybe I had the same kink. Maybe it was me the whole time.
I already confessed one thing, that I wore my underwear once 2 days in a row. I had to buy new panties in Berlin because I ran out of goddamn clean underwear halfway through my Europe trip. But I sucked my thumb until I was like a freshman in high school, so there's that.
One time in college, me and my friends were really bored and, you know, we just decided to throw a party at her house. The only reason it didn't get shut down was because there was a killer on the loose that same night. I don't know if they catch the killer, but like I know the neighbors were calling the cops on us, but like the cops were like, we can't come. Like someone escaped the psychiatric hospital, so like we can't help you, so yeah.
I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but thank you so much for watching this episode of College Kids React.
Shout out to Double G.
Deuces.
Lauren, producer here at FVE, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you guys want to help choose moments that make it into our videos, make sure you join our super fam. If you want to learn more, go over to the React channel and hit join. Bye, everyone.